Often, a lot of money is needed to get a handset with flagship-worthy specs. Fortunately, that is not the case with these two phones, the OnePlus 7 and the new Huawei Nova 5T. OnePlus 7 is a smaller and more affordable sibling of the OnePlus 7 Pro, but it is still powered by the Snapdragon 855 processor. On the other hand, Nova 5T is the fifth member of the Nova 5 family. The cool thing about it has a punch-hole display, flagship Kirin 980 chip, and a lot of cameras. The result, for us, we think that these two phones are some of the best value-packed phones here in the Philippines today. But which is the right one for you? Hi, this is Peter of GIZGUIDEPH, and let's do it. First things first, the specs. Have a look. In terms of design, both devices are equipped with modern-looking premium glass back cover and metallic frame. The difference is, OP7 has a curvier 3D glass back and a 6.41-inch AMOLED display with a dewdrop-like notch and an in-display fingerprint scanner. Meanwhile, Nova 5T has a 2.5D curved glass back with a 6.26-inch IPS punch-hole display. It's one of the first and most affordable with such type of screen at this price point. The fingerprint scanner of the Nova 5T is located on the right side of the device. Both have slim bezels. The shin bezels of both phones are similar in thickness. The advantage of Nova 5T is it has a massive 91.7% of screen-to-body ratio. OP7 only has 86%. OP7 comes in mirror gray and red colorways. Nova 5T goes with black, crush blue, and midsummer purple colors. Huawei calls it a holographic type of design. Only OnePlus 7 has mention of Gorilla Glass protection though. Both have a tall 19.5:9 of screen aspect ratio. In my experience, using either phone for multimedia consumption is amazing. Personally, I slightly prefer the AMOLED panel of the OnePlus 7 with punchier colors and nicer viewing angles over the IPS panel of Nova 5T. It is also larger at 6.41-inch versus 6.26-inch of Huawei. But some might still prefer the punch-hole type of screen of Nova 5T and its larger 91.7% of screen-to-body ratio for a more full-screen type of viewing experience. For audio, both can produce loud tunes. OnePlus 7 has a stereo effect since it is using the ear speaker as a secondary speaker aside from the down-firing speaker. The result, it has a louder output with fuller details and wider soundstage than the Nova 5T. But the Nova 5T has a virtual 9.1 surround sound via software to somehow compensate for its lack of a secondary speaker. It is still considered as quite good. The two phones can also drive most in-ear monitors and some small headphones with low power requirements with ease. The default output of OP7 is slightly warmer and bassier, but I find Nova 5T's output to be a bit cleaner and better. The two phones can record audio quite well. I also like that they are pretty clear for calls. Either is good for binge watching or listening to music or both. Cameras. Based on specs, both are highly attractive camera phones. OnePlus 7 only features a dual camera setup, but its primary camera is a powerful 48MP f1.7 Sony IMX586 sensor. It is even assisted by a secondary 5MP depth camera. On the other hand, Nova 5T's cameras are even more impressive. It has 4 cameras at the back. It uses a 48MP f1.8 Sony IMX586 sensor with PDAF, CIF, plus a 16MP f2.2 ultra-wide-angle sensor, plus a 2MP f2.44 cm macro sensor, plus another 2MP f2.4 depth camera. In our experience, it is a toe-to-toe match for the main cameras. The output of OnePlus is often warmer with more correct exposure. It could have a tad more details in some scenes. On the other hand, Nova 5T's output could appeal those who want a phone with brighter exposure most of the time. It could go either way, but there are times where the Nova 5T will pack a bit more details. For macro shots, the advantage goes to Nova 5T. Thanks to its dedicated macro sensor, it can take close-up images better. In the depth effect department, it is a fairly even match. Nova 5T just has an option to readjust the background blur and focus. For indoor shots, there are times where the Nova 5T will be darker but more natural looking, and the OP7 will be brighter but more saturated. In low light, it will have a bit of grain, but both can deliver respectable images. When you use the night mode, OnePlus has a faster handheld night mode with around 2 seconds of shooting time. Huawei, on the other hand, needs around 5 to 6 seconds to take an image in the dark. Personally, the output of both devices could go either way again. Both can take excellent low-light images. Overall, OP7 has the slight advantage in terms of details and color accuracy, but Nova 5T's camera system is clearly the more versatile one. For me, the ultra-wide-angle camera is the differentiator here. Huawei's light painting modes and pro modes are still unmatched as well. It even has up to ISO 102400 like the P30. For selfies, I'll give it to OnePlus 7 even if it only has 16MP snapper versus a 32MP of Nova 5T. It is simply more natural looking with better details and dynamic range. Fortunately, Nova 5T can compete in against the light shots thanks to its AR HDR tech. Its field of view is a bit wider as well. For videos, OnePlus has up to 4K 60fps in quality and is pretty good in general. On the other hand, Huawei has up to 4K at 30fps, but it can shoot 4K in both main cam and the ultra-wide cam. It even has cool video effects like the background blur, AI color, and 960fps super slow motion. For selfie videos, OP7 is ahead, but it doesn't have the AR video mode that can turn your face into a wolf and more. OP7 is powered by the Snapdragon 855 chip, one of the fastest around. Nova 5T runs with the Kirin 980 chip, similar to the P30, a powerful chip as well. The result, both are super fast, you won't have problem with most of the apps you have. Yes, even for multitasking as both are equipped with 8GB of RAM. The 256GB UFS 3.0 of the OP7 is just bigger and faster versus the 128GB of Nova 5T. Both are non-expandable. For games, either can play at max settings with little to no frame drops at all. Both are very powerful gaming phones. Overall, the speed advantage goes to OP7 based on benchmarks, but in real life, I can't hardly feel the difference with the tasks I'm accustomed to. For the batteries, either can last for a day on a single charge thanks to their over 3000 mAh of juice. In our test, OP7 has a slightly better battery score between the two. The charging time advantage goes to the Nova 5T at 1 hour and 15 minutes versus the 1 hour and 30 minutes from 0 to 100% of OP7. The software advantage goes to OnePlus for me as I like its cleaner looking UI better. Huawei's UI is polarizing but feature-rich though. Connectivity features are identical to both devices. Both perform very well in our daily use. Huawei said that it has boosted the Bluetooth connectivity of Nova 5T. For unlocking, Huawei's side-mounted fingerprint scanner is still faster, but the placement of OP7's in-display fingerprint scanner is easier to reach. The face unlock solution of both phones are super fast. To be honest, it is a very tough call. If you want a slightly more powerful phone with better selfie cameras, OP7 could be the right phone for you at 26,990 pesos. But if you are on a tight budget and you want a flagship-like performance, Nova 5T is probably the phone to get. Its super versatile quad camera system, the plethora of features, and the super low price tag of 18,990 pesos is very hard to ignore. It could go either way, depending on your preference. What do you guys think? Do you agree with us? Please let us know in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!